Last time on What's Your Damage?
Hello, everybody. This is Rose and Blake, your annual friends, checking in again.
Hi, everybody. I know it's been a long time. This is Elliot, your DM for What's Your Damage. I just want to let you all know that the show hasn't closed. I'm sorry that we've been so quiet for, I think, months now. We will be back. You will hear from us again. I promise.
You know, we always said that we were going to keep going. We never said when.
I know that we've said this before, but this time we mean it, goddammit.
For those of you who have, somehow miraculously kept listening and kept downloading our episodes, thank you for that. And sorry that it has taken us this long to put out another episode.
But now with promises made and eventually promises kept.
Oh, you guys looking for a Moo Cleric?
Everybody ready?
No.
I'll take you.
Yeah, you give off massive main character vibes, I gotta say.
The only successful role was Okot hiding a flirt.
Hello, and welcome to What's Your Damage? Mea Culpa edition. Take 3. I'm Elliot.
And I'm Sadie.
And Sadie, I think by now we've had, is it 3 Mea Culpas? Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes, in fact, I want to point out, we can cut this out later, but I want to point out that
What Doug said?
Doug just said, yes, the annual What's Your Damage Will Be Back episode. Here it is, folks. It's the Will Be Back episode. Time for sure.
Yeah. The Will Be Back, this time for sure episode.
So, Elliot, tell us what we're promising this time.
Well, we are promising a whole new world. We can't use the song for legal reasons because we don't want to get we don't want to run afoul of Disney. However, we are promising you a whole new world. Insert song here. Filled with chills and thrills and adventures and
Spills.
Spills. Oh God, I was like bills.
I mean, bills for us probably, but not for the listener. No,
not for them. No,
unless.
Hey, check out our coffee. KOFI, or just send us coffee. We need it.
We need the coffee.
Most of us are in the PNW and the other ones in Colorado, so we're a very weed centric state people. But we do have a new world full of new adventures. We do have a cast. We have several episodes already banked. And we actually, because part of the direction that we want to take with WYD is championing. Oh, fuck. Sadie?
Championing.
Thank you, Sadie. This will make sense. This will make sense in one of the recorded episodes that you'll hear later this year or maybe early next year. Depending on how that goes. And if she keeps the bit in.
There is that.
Yeah. But
and I'm going to have to because I'm going to be editing those two so far apart from each other that if I take it out here, I'm going to have to remember to take it out there or vice versa. And there's no way I'm going to remember that. So it's going to have to stay in.
Right. And we do have a new cast. We have some returning cast members. Of course, Sadie, me, and
No, I'm not part of the podcast, actually.
yeah, it's like, get out of here, nerds. Yeah, she's only here. She's only
Idiot.
contractually. She's only here for the apology episodes. That's what we've been able to work out. It's been a marvelous. It's been marvelous.
Yeah, I'll have my people call your people.
I don't have any people anymore. You did win them in the first ending war. However, we do have some returning favorites. We have Parker, we have Sadie, we have me, and we have some new people. We have Doug, who is a friend of ours from the comedy scene up in Seattle way back in the day, and we have Ray and Kate. That's right. Sadie won't be the only woman on the cast.
Hot diggity dog.
We may even have a cool thing called gender parody.
What? What? That's gender parody in my D&D?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We still have one Filipino. We haven't increased the Filipino load yet, so we're working on it.
Yeah.
Although the one that we have is a bit ornery, and that one being me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like my grandpappy always said, one Filipino is more than enough.
Yeah, I remember when he told me that, I was like, huh.
Which is weird because he was dead before you and I met.
I told you that I experimented with Ouija boards, so.
Oh, yeah.
Weird that he traversed the veil to just tell me that. So I appreciate it, though. At least he thought about me.
Yeah, you know.
But we do, and actually, I think Ray was idly speculating with me, and she goes, "I think all the women are queer." I was like, "I think you're probably right." And then we talked about it a little bit more, and I was like, I think I may be like, I think the boring straight as an arrow, monogamous straight as an arrow person that may be like limited to one or possibly two. Of which, like, I may have like put myself into. Ellie may have backed himself into a corner, because I'm holding down like the BIPOC role and the straight guy, and like nothing cool about him role too.
You're a token straight.
Yeah, the token straight. Yeah, but we do have that on. We do have another D&D adventure set to set sail in the world of Anisino, and we actually have a really fucking badass website about it, which will be in the description.
It's WYDpod.com. For those of you who have been listening before, it's always going to be WYDpod.com. It's just too easy not to.
Although that might be the whole housing page that directs you to where it is. Because I was thinking maybe we can get Onisino going so that we can put that on there.
Oh, sure, yeah. But like you can find it all at WYDpod.com, and then browse to your heart's content. There will be mountains of content.
Yeah, we're taking the wrong lessons from Bo Burnham's Inside.
Thank you.
Special.
Some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. That's on the playlist I listen to while I'm working.
Great fun. But on top of having a D&D campaign, we are going to be running specials where we check out games that you may not have heard of, or that we think fit a theme. Like in October, we are planning a spooky theme, which was that a ghost?
No, it's just a spooky noise.
Was that a ghost looking forward to our October schedule? God.
Yes, it is. It's the ghost of all the audience members that died waiting for us to pick this back up.
Yeah, that was excellent. Yeah, and so we will be doing that because we enjoy the hobby. We enjoy the hobby, whether it is through D&D or fucking something like Brindlewood Bay, which is Murder, She Wrote crossed with what's his name? Lovecraft. or whether it's something like Yazabuzz Bed and Breakfast. Like, we just like playing games, and I think it's an important thing to showcase all the enormous talent that is in the space. It isn't just WotC or Hasbro. But
like, look, we've all heard of D&D. We all know D&D. We all love D&D. But there's so much more to the world of role-playing games than Dungeons and Dragons, and I think we're really excited to showcase that.
That is said so perfectly. And we've already recorded quite a few episodes, so it isn't just going to be like, don't worry, we'll be back. And then 2026 is like, yeah, but for sure, though, just wait until you hear these. They're going to be
Trust
great.
Trust me, we're going to do it this time. For real.
No, this time we actually had a Gantt chart to direct how we were going to do this. So,
Gantt chart that brought me to tears, my friends. It's a thing of beauty. It's true. I cried over it.
I remember making that up. I was like, I'll make a Gantt chart. And then hearing your reaction, I was like, is that what I needed to do? Is that like what should I have given that?
Is that what it took?
Year? Yeah. Like, hey, Sadie, you've been my dearest friend for such a long time. I didn't know what to get you on Christmas, but here you go. And it's a Gantt chart of like
Gantt chart.
But we are serious about doing this again. We are sorry. We are sorry that it's taken so long. But hey, a lot of things happened, and
so much.
Yeah, a lot of things happened, and a lot of it happened society-wise. What with COVID, and a lot of it happened privately as well. But with all that taken into consideration, we do find that we still, after all these years, still loved what we did with WYD, and we still love playing together and sharing this with people who are interested in hearing now 6.
3 women, 3 men. Gender parity.
Gender parity, just like nature intended.
Which also, I feel like that is how I identify. My gender is parity.
Well, you are a Libra.
No, not parity. Parody.
Well, you are a Libra.
Yeah, okay, fair point.
But yeah, and to show you that we have actually gotten production done, and we are very excited to showcase what we've been working on at the end of this podcast, or at the end of this episode, this Mea Culpa the Third.
Worst king ever. Worst king in the history of King. King Mea Culpa the Third was like just constantly apologizing for all the dumb shit he did.
Oh geez. Oh beans. Oh. Sorry to impose this tariff. It does go directly to my own personal bank account. I hope you understand.
Oh man, sorry about that. I really fucked that one up. But yeah. Mea Culpa.
It's not just a name; it's a lifestyle. We are going to share that with you at the end. However, Sadie, is there anything that I missed that you want to get before we close this?
I'm so fucking thrilled to be back, dude. Like, I kind of had, for my own peace of mind, decided that like, What's Your Damage was just never coming back, and I was gonna have to be okay with that. And that's part of why I cried over the Gantt chart, because I was like, oh shit, he's serious. And man, it feels good to be back.
Yeah, it really does. And thanks for answering the call when I said like, what if though?
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, and that's a big shout out to, because like, I guess if we're gonna get just slightly personal here,
sure, why not?
Yeah, you can edit it out. They don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about our gender and sexuality. Let's get personal.
But like, yeah, at the end of 2020, I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna GM again. I think that was it, and I think I'm pretty good. I had a pretty good run of it. I think I did fairly well. I did not embarrass myself while I did it.
You certainly did not, except for all the times you did, but that was part of the fun.
Right, yeah, except for the time fucking riddle that I worked on for 2 fucking weeks. It got fucking owned in the first introduction of it. I'm mad about it. Just think about it frequently.
Oh man, that's never going to stop being the funniest goddamn thing I ever saw.
God, yeah, you were there. Like it was in person. Like,
yeah. If I recall correctly, you literally threw your books on the floor and literally stormed out the door.
I did.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Now I've worked on myself. What would happen is that I would say like, hold on, real quick, and then I'd probably send like a handshake gif, and then throw down all my books and start to curse.
Sure, but like you can mute yourself for that now. It's great.
Yeah. But like
you could just very calmly say, "Friends, I'm going to need a moment," and then click.
Yeah.
And no one has to hear that tantrum but you and Cashew.
Yeah, poor Cashew. Cashew's my cat. It isn't that I have it's not that I have a cashew that I'm like, you'll be my greatest friend, nut.
Isn't it though?
Isn't it though? Like, yeah, this is like the reveal. Like, Elliot said that he had a cat, but it was just an old nut he found.
It's just an old nut. He kept pulling all these like candid pictures of cats off the internet, and they all look approximately the same, which is like real dedication to the bit.
Yeah, commitment.
But
to
no,
the bit.
turns out it was a literal cashew.
But yeah, it was. I was just like, after 2020 and everything that we all went through, and many different ruptures that we all had, it was just like, I think I'm done. It was fun. It was a fun time. It was a good time. Regrets, I've had a few. And then I started to sing Frank Sinatra a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have always done it your way.
Hold on. Just real quick.
Okay.
Just real
quick. Is it going to be a handshake? It's really too bad our chat doesn't show up on audio. I also love that everyone else is going to be looking at the chat like, fuck is going on?
Yeah, I know, right? But it was, Sadie and me had, Sadie had some big life changes, sometimes communication and conversation becomes a little bit difficult as life changes and you move in two separate directions. And I was willing to accept certain things, would be like, okay, well then that's over and that's where it is. And so be it. Right.
Yeah.
Because
I think you and I had similar experiences in that regard, just about different things. And it turns out we were both wrong. So that's pretty great for us.
Yeah, I love that for us. And
I love this journey for us.
Right. It's a real hero's journey. And it's a real hero's journey. A Joseph Campbellian. A real Joseph Campbellian odyssey, as one would go, that terminates in gifts of handshakes. But through time and tide can bring you back to where you once were, and I think it was really important it was a team effort. This is like legitimately a team effort where it is, Sadie and I, we still kept in contact, and we would talk about things here and there, and she had always made it clear that she was willing to go with willing to jump on a project, especially a podcast project, because that's where her heart is. And it was like, okay, yeah, okay. And that was just something that kept in mind. And then Ray and Kate, who I can't wait for you guys to meet. They are fantastic people.
Oh man, they are quality people.
Choice folk.
Yeah. Choice folk. Yeah.
They snookered me into running a one shot again. And I was like, Oh, okay, that's kind of fun. I remember liking this. I remember enjoying my plans being foiled and seeing and witnessing creativity writ large from other people. And Doug just being like one of the people who was like most enthused about doing anything. You're like, do you want to play a game? He's like,
Oh,
fuck
man.
yes.
Yeah, Doug is just a shining beacon of joy at all times.
Yeah, he truly is, and he's always good. He's always game, and he's so funny and he's so creative. And it was Parker. I remember like in one of our episodes you asked Parker, because Parker, I don't know how he picked the right time, but I was just kind of musing on these things, and he goes like, with D&D coming out with their 50th edition in September, maybe now would be the time to get WYD back. It's like, huh. Perhaps it would be, old friend. Perhaps it would be.
Crafty son of a.
Yeah, and then you asked, like, I love Parker because when you asked him in one of our after one of our recordings, how do you do that? What did he respond? Patience.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He just goes, because you ask like, how did you pick your spot? So how do you do that, Parker? And he just responds, patience.
That's right.
So God love him. He's terrifying when he gets to play a smart character.
He knows how to pick his moment. He really does.
God damn it, does he? But it was a team effort. Everything that has led back to the revival this time for sure, TM, has been because of everybody at that table. None of this would happen without them, and we really do hope that you're along for the ride with us again, because we're going to be here and we are going to complete the stories, and we are going to tell different stories, and we are going to tell fun stories and emotional stories.
There's something for everyone, folks. Jump on board.
Do you hear that? Chugga chugga choo choo. That's the train. Jump on.
That's the What's Your Damage train, and it's about to leave the station. Choo choo.
Please enjoy the entertainment, which is the trailer for Series 2. I'm Elliot Rose.
And I'm Sadie Blake.
And we look forward to seeing you in September.
Amen. What? No, that's so bad. Fuck it.
That's staying in. You know that's staying in.
Yeah, of course it is.
We all know that's staying in.
Of course it is.
You meet in a tavern. Several strangers around you sit with plates of half-eaten food, quiet and confused, like you. But the tavern is homey, and beer is served freely. Potions, too. A woman enters, her smile warm and pleasing. She bids you hello. What are you most afraid of?
That she will find me.
No amount of knowledge could save me from the evil truth.
You meet in a tavern. Several strangers gather around plates of half-eaten food. Some faces are almost familiar, as if from a half-remembered dream. They meet your gaze with eyes belonging to a stranger who is nearly someone. But the tavern is homey, and beer is served freely. Potions, too. A woman enters. Her smile hides a secret. Her smile reveals her sharpest tooth. She bids you hello. What do you hide from everyone?
You can compartmentalize a lot of things if you really try.
If I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. I'm a cleric of the gods. No reason to get into details as long as the healing works, right?
You've met in this tavern. Most here are strangers, but some are friends. Friends you've seen die over and over and over again. Friends who avert their eyes from yours when you ask them to remember. But the tavern is homey, and beer is served freely, a cheap distraction. A woman enters, different somehow, her eyes humorless. She taps her long finger against your empty plate. As your eyes follow the line of her arm, a long, thin smile creases her face. Are you prepared to die?
Are you prepared to kill me?
Okat raises her hand.
Yes, you.
I wasn't paying attention.
Rolled a nat 20. 8 points of damage to this loser.
Follow the cast of What's Your Damage as Series 2 plunges headfirst into the homebrewed archipelago world of Onisino, a land of magic, mystery, and mirth inspired by East Asian philosophy, Discworld, and the films of Studio Ghibli. Available wherever you get your podcasts.